Welcome to Corner Room Pipe Talk. This is Caleb Wilson. This is my third video, and I appreciate you all tuning in. As you can see in the introduction, I was taking a walk around my neighborhood this weekend with my wife and decided to film some footage of that, and then had a good smoke on the back porch, smoking some Hearth Home WhiteKnight. It's a great tobacco, highly recommend to anybody who's looking for a good smoke. And just wanted to share with you today my pipe collection up to this point. Been collecting for a little over a year now, but just thought I would share my collection so far for anybody who's getting interested in collecting pipes, or just anybody who wants to see. It's not an impressive pipe collection by any means. There are some people on YouTube who have 200 pipes, who have 300 pipes, 50 pipes, and I have a pretty modest collection of pipes so far, but just wanted to share that with you all and thought that would be a fun thing to do. So thank you for taking the time to watch, and please enjoy. So these first two pipes are Missouri Meerschaum pipes. They're very inexpensive. I think both are around $10. And I first got these when I started the hobby. And the first pipe is a corncob pipe. It is a fairly good smoker for the price. Can't go wrong with it. And the second pipe is made of hardwood. I smoked it once, and it's fine. It's a good starter pipe as well. But if you're looking to just try out new tobaccos, or are just interested in giving the hobby a shot, these are good pipes to start with. So these next two pipes are pipes that I purchased on Etsy when I first started the hobby, and this was before I really did my research and knew what I was doing. They're both made, I think, of maple wood, and they're not high quality smokes. I would probably steer the first time pipe smoker, the new pipe smoker, to just try corncob pipes or a cheaper briar pipe. But these were a part of my collection, and I was excited when I got them at first. I think, they look okay, but there's nothing really special about them. But just thought I would share these since they are a part of my collection. Now this pipe was a pipe that I attempted to make myself. My dad helped me. We used his drill press to drill the bowl, but then I tried to use sandpaper by hand to shape the pipe, using maple wood, which isn't necessarily the easiest wood to work with when trying to shape a pipe by hand. It's a very, very chunky pipe. It was a fun first attempt to try to make a pipe, but it definitely does not look great. The staining doesn't look that good either, but it was just a really fun experience to make, and I thought I would share it with you all as the first pipe that I tried to create. Now this church warden pipe was a pipe that I also bought on Etsy, and I haven't smoked it yet, but I just wanted to have a church warden pipe in my collection. It's made of pear wood. It was a fairly inexpensive pipe, but I really like the way it looks, and I like having it on display in my collection. I do want to smoke it sometime soon just to see what it's like. It's fully made of wood. The stem is wooden, so I think that's the only pipe I have that's made that way. Everything else is either an acrylic or a plastic stem, but just thought it was a really cool looking pipe and thought I would share it with you all. Now this pipe is a small clay pipe that my wife and I found at an antique store in St. Louis just last week, and based off what it says on the pipe itself, it looks like somebody wrote that it is from Lovett's Party, March 17th, 1944. So if it actually came from a party in 1944, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool piece of history to have. But it was like $6 at this antique store, and it looked interesting, and I don't have a clay pipe, so I just thought that I would snag that and add it to the collection because it's really cool. This corncob pipe is the Missouri Meerschaum Cornell and Deal corncob pipe, and I love the way the stem looks. It's got a great appearance. It's a very small pipe. It's a great smoker. I'll smoke this when I'm driving around in my car. I think it's the perfect size. It holds a good amount of tobacco, and it's just got a great look to it. I don't smoke corncob pipes a whole lot, but if I do, this is the one that I use, and I've really enjoyed it. So the next pipe is a poker pipe that my wife got me for my birthday last year, and I love this pipe. This was a basket pipe at my local tobacco store, and I've really loved it. It's a great smoke. It holds a lot of tobacco, and I've probably smoked this more than most of my pipes. It's probably my third most smoked pipe, and I really enjoy it, and it's got a good feel in my hand, and I have really nothing bad to say about it. I've really liked this pipe. The next pipe is also a basket pipe that I purchased from my local tobacco store, and this is in the Dublin shape, and I love this pipe as well. It's good for a quicker smoke. I sometimes smoke this pipe when I'm driving my car or I'm just looking for a quick smoke, and it is great. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's also one of my most smoked pipes in my collection, so really highly recommend this for anybody that can find it. If you watched the intro to this video or saw my last video, you've seen this pipe. This is the Brigham System Sandblast Bent Bulldog, and I love this pipe. I've been smoking it for a couple weeks now, and it has a great feel in my hand. It's the perfect size, holds a lot of tobacco, a very cool smoke with that rock maple distillator system that's in the pipe, and I cannot recommend this pipe highly enough either. I think it's around, $55 to $70 depending on where you get it, but this has been an amazing pipe so far. Now this next pipe is probably my favorite pipe, and if you saw my first video, this is what I was smoking in the first video. My wife got me this pipe at a pipe store in St. Louis, and it's the Joby pipe, and it's in the slim apple shape, and I love the way it looks. I love the stem. It's a very cool smoke, holds a lot of tobacco, and I always get really good flavor in any type of tobacco that I smoke in this pipe. So this one is definitely my favorite, and it was pretty inexpensive. I think I got it for like $60, and I have just absolutely loved it. Now this pipe is the Savinelli Clark's favorite in the bent billiard shape, and it is a beautiful rusticated pipe. I love the rustication. I love the stem on this pipe, and it is also a very cool smoke, and it's just a really cool looking pipe. I have had this one for a few months now, and this is one that I highly recommend as well. It all around is a great smoke, a great look, a great feel, and if anybody is interested in purchasing this one, I highly recommend doing so. This next pipe is a Savinelli. It's the Savinelli Alligator 804, and this is also an amazing looking pipe, a great smoke. This is a pipe that my wife purchased for me for our second anniversary a few weeks ago, and it is such a cool looking pipe. I love the finish and how it looks kind of like an alligator. I think that is so cool and a great touch, and it holds a lot of tobacco, and this is another one that I absolutely love and cannot recommend highly enough. Now this Nording freehand pipe was the first briar pipe that I ever got. My wife got it for me for Christmas last year, and I love this pipe. I love the way it looks. I love that it's unfinished, and you can see the pipe getting darker and darker as you smoke it more and more. I haven't smoked this one as much recently just because it's such a big bowl and it's a bigger pipe, but it has such a good feel in your hands. It's great for if you have an extended period of time to smoke. The tobacco that you can pack into this bowl can last you an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a great smoker. It's also a very cool smoke, and I just love the way it looks. I love the Nording freehand pipes just in general, but this one in particular has a special place in my heart just because it was my first briar pipe. Now this last pipe was also a pipe that my wife got me on a whim when we went to the Gatlinburger Tobacconist in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And it's made by a local pipe maker here in Bardstown, Kentucky. I love the way this pipe looks as well. It's got a great feel in my hand. I love the blue stem. I haven't smoked this one too much, but I grab it multiple times a day just because I love looking at it, and I hope to smoke it more in the future. But this one holds a special place in my heart too, just because it's from somebody in the state that made it, and I just love the fact that my wife surprised me with it when we went to Gatlinburg, and it's just a great pipe.